What's up? What's happening? What's going on? I'm exhausted emotionally and physically. Looks like I got black stuff on my eye. Anyways, looks like I got punched in the eye or something. I probably have. Hold on, guys. I do apologize. Maybe it's just dirt. I don't know. Maybe it's just a shadow. Hold on. I don't know. Anyways. Yeah. I just got back home from North Carolina. I kind of sort of had fun. Very, very long ride. Very, very long drive. And yeah. So there's that. In the process of me going to North Carolina, my dad messages me and tells me that my grandmother was rushed to the ER. And a few hours later, I asked how she was doing because she's been rushed to the ER before, and she bounced back, and everything was good, everybody rejoiced, etc. and so forth. And my dad said that she had 3 to 5. Not 3 to 5 hospital days, not 3 to 5 years, 3 to 5 days. And I thought he was lying. I'm not gonna lie, I seriously thought he was lying. And called her Sunday. And my aunt was with her. And at that point, I was told that she had a few hours to live. And I was trying to keep it together, but it's kind of hard to keep it together when you have another relative who's crying and you want to try to be strong for them. And I asked if she would be willing to hear me. My grandma was in a coma-like state. She couldn't speak. And she was only able to hear me. And it doesn't seem real. It feels like she's still alive. And all of this is just a dream. But I told God Saturday night, I told him, I said, God, I want her to be here, but I don't want her to suffer. I really didn't want her to suffer. And she isn't suffering anymore, and that's what I told her. I said, Grandma, you won't suffer anymore. You hear me? I told her she was going to be completely healed. No more pain. No more medications, no more hospital visits, no more tears. I'm very thankful that my aunt allowed me to talk to her, even though she was not able to respond. I'm very thankful for my church family who reached out to me. I'm very thankful for my pastor's wife who was there when I did talk to her. The only thing that I regret is missing her funeral. It was live. I was able to watch it, but it wasn't the same because I was worried about my own family. I was worried about my aunts and my uncles. Mostly, I was worried about my dad. But my grandma was a very, very strong woman. She had the attributes of a Christian. She was a woman of few words. I almost said many words, but she didn't really talk all that much unless she had some type of wisdom. And I remember she would pull each grandchild aside. She had like 26 grandchildren. And every time she saw one of her grandchildren, she'd pull them aside and give us a little bit of wisdom. The last conversation I had with her was how she named all of her 8 children. She told me she was Catholic, so she had to name them all Catholic names because she was born and raised in a Catholic church, and they were born and raised in a Catholic church, and Catholics have this tradition or something where you have to give your child a Catholic name or something. And then I remember one time I was joking with her and I said, "Grandma, you're gonna live to be 100. And she said, "No." It's like, "No, I do not want to live that long." I said, "But Grandma, your mom lived to be like 92. She said, "Honey, I don't want to live that long." And I didn't understand what she was talking about, but now I do. And I wouldn't want her to live to be 100 if she had to be in a lot of pain, if she had to suffer. I wanted her free from that, and so I told my grandma. I said, "You're not going to suffer anymore." And I told her, I said, "Give your grandson a hug for me." I didn't call her very often because I was afraid I was hurting her. I didn't hug her very much because I was afraid I was hurting her. I mean, I wasn't one of those people like, "Oh, grandma," I respected her. I mean, she was like the eldest of like 17 children. I mean, her mom had 18 kids and she was the eldest. And, to hear her stories about that was really awesome. To hear stories about how she raised 8 children by herself, basically, because my grandfather was in the military and served the country, and so she was basically a housewife, if you call it that. Getting all 8 children ready for school and getting all cooking them all dinner and cooking them all breakfast and stuff. It was pretty neat. How she had to do certain things back in those days. You know, I think I've got black circles under my eyes. I don't think that's a shadow. I think they're black circles because I haven't been able to sleep very much. And I would cry on and off. And I remember, I would remember how she'd call us up. And my dad was like, she's like, I want to talk to all your children. I want to talk to my grandchildren. So my dad was like, hey, everybody get in the kitchen now. Because we only had those cordless phones. It wasn't a cell phone, it was cordless. With a cradle. If any of you remember that. And she told me she was going to marry my grandpa. She told all of her, and I remember leaping for joy, and I remember every Christmas calling her and talking to her and wishing her a Merry Christmas. And she would drive all the way down from another state to be with my family because my brother died. She would once again give me words of wisdom, and I remember, calling her every Easter, every Christmas, and every Thanksgiving. And now, can't really do that because my grandfather doesn't like talking on the phone, so I don't know what's gonna happen now. I'm heartbroken, and if anybody watches this, just pray for peace and comfort for my family. That's all we ask is prayer, is comfort and peace from God, and we rejoice in the fact that she no longer has to suffer. She's with 5 of her grandkids, with her mom, with her dad, with her husband, because my grandma never believed in divorce, and she found somebody else later on in life after my biological grandfather died. And I was happy for her, so I'm gonna miss her. So in the next few videos, I might talk a lot about her because I'm gonna miss her. She's taught me a lot. She's taught me, you don't have to say a lot, you don't have to talk a lot. Just gotta listen. She never cussed. She never got angry. She never fought with anybody. She never complained about anything. She never spoke negative about anyone or anything. She was a very peaceful, godly person. Very peaceful, godly woman. And I'm thinking, where did God go wrong with me? Because I am the complete opposite. I get angry, and I like to fight, and I like to talk crap about whatever, and I do complain, but I want to be more like her, because I believe that's how Christians should live and walk. I just want to be like her, through and through. And maybe it comes over with age. I don't know. Or maybe it was just the way she grew up. You know, you don't talk bad about anybody. I don't know. But she was a great woman, and I am going to leave it here because my video is kind of long, and I do apologize in advance for anyone who watches this. Thank you for listening. Thank you for the prayers. Appreciate it. Have a great night. I'm gonna go to bed because I'm exhausted. So, see y'all later. Bye!